everyone, it is your boy Winster and I am back at it again with another video. Today we are doing a branded Despia deck profile post ban list in February 2023 and post Photon Hypernova release. Considering how impactful the ban list was, new strategies that came in Photon Hypernova, I think it was a perfect time to jump back into the strategy and give you an updated deck profile. Also guys, please be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. Help me out with that algorithm and be sure to leave a like on this video. I'm going to leave all my social media accounts in the description box below so you guys can check that out. Be sure to squad up in the Discord channel. Also, be sure to follow me on Twitter and on Twitch. I am an active streamer, so if you guys want to see any of this content live, go watch my channel. Let's jump right into today's deck profile. Jumping right into the main deck, I play 46 cards in total. Starting us off, in our Despia monsters, we play triple copies of Aluber. We want to make sure that this card searches. Usually going to search Branded Fusion off of this, but you could search other impactful cards like Branded Loss, Branded in Red, or Branded Banishment. We play 2 copies of Tragedy. Tragedy is just a searcher for other impactful cards like Ad Libitum, or if you haven't drawn Aluber, you're going to search Aluber off of this. In our last Despia monster, we play Ad Libitum. We don't play Dramaturge because this deck struggles enough with bricking. I don't want to add another one. So the only one that I'm going to be playing is Ad Libitum. This card's amazing when you use it with like Guardian Chimera, Mirror Jade. And we play triple copies of the Fallen of Albaz. You can get away with playing 2 if you're trying to keep the deck count low. I found it the most grindy and the most impactful when I'm playing 3 copies of it. As far as Beastial package, I think that was the biggest change in the deck. Considering that Shizu is no longer the main threat in today's meta, I changed a lot. Everyone's different that I've seen, but this is my take on it. I play 1 Beastial Lubellion. Lubellion, phenomenal light target, great summoning effect, and also great effect on field. And then I play 1 Magnamut, 1 Saraneer, 1 Druisworm, and 1 Baldrake. Other Fallen of Albaz support cards, we play 1 Cortesia, the light target, great recursion for discard fodder, and great fusion effect. And then I play 1 Albion. This card's great to getting important spell and trap cards from the deck to the graveyard. That way you could activate them and then you get a free draw off of it. And then the newest change, I play 2 copies of McCourier. This card's amazing. Obviously it's a hand trap and helps us fight against cards like Nibiru, which really hurt this deck considering how many times that we summon. And it's a great banish effect and it gives you a search off of it. And then the last 2 monsters I play are 2 copies of Edgem Chain. Next to the spells, obviously we play triple copies of Branded Fusion. We play triple copies of Branded Opening. We play 1 Branded Lost, probably the most confusing card in the whole deck, but this card is so clutch. We play 1 Branded in Red. The newest addition to the deck is I play triple copies of Fusion Deployment. This card is amazing going second because you could bring out cards like the Fallen of Albaz and your opponent would have to waste hand traps on this to prevent their monsters being fused away. Also works great with Cortesia. You could get her on the field and then fusion her off, and then you could go into the new fusion effect monster. I play triple copies of Allure Darkness. This card is phenomenal in this deck. You could activate this, have Tragedy in hand, get a free draw, and then banish Tragedy, get a search for Aluber. Or same thing with McCourier. Draw 2, banish the McCourier, get a free search off of it. And then I play 2 Patchwork and then 2 Polymerization for the Patchwork package. And then lastly, board breaker cards. I play triple copies of Super Poly, and I play 2 triple Tactics Talons. And then last but not least, the trap cards. I play 1 Branded Banishment. I play 1 Branded Beast. And then I play 1 Branded Retribution. This is the newest addition to the deck. This card's phenomenal. You could get it into the grave with cards like Saraneer when it's into the grave, or Albion. And then once you're done activating all your effects, you go through your turn. You could banish this from the grave, add a Branded Spell or Trap from the grave to your hand. So it allows you for follow-up plays. Onto the extra deck monsters. Super Poly targets. We got 1 Mudragon of the Swamp. This is 1 card that I'm considering replacing with the other Lubellion fusion effect monster. I don't use this as much as any of the other extra deck monsters. And then I play one Garura. This works great with the new fusion monster. You could send this and then get a free draw. And then we play one Starving Venom, and then we play one Parade Plant. We play one Guardian Chimera, phenomenal when you mix it with Branded in Red and Ad Libitum. We play the new fusion monster. We play Granganol, the Dust Dragon. I don't know if I pronounced that right, so forgive me, but when it's fusion summoned, you could go ahead and send one light or dark monster level 6 or higher from the main deck or extra deck to the graveyard. You could send Garura and then get a free draw. When this is in your graveyard or on the field, you could banish it if your opponent activates an effect that special summon monsters, and you can special summon one Dogmatica from the main deck or one Despia from the extra deck. We play the other new fusion, Windrum, the Striking Dragon. This card is phenomenal. When a extra deck monster activates effect, you can negate it, and then you can return one monster on the field back to the hand. If this card is in the graveyard, you could go ahead and special summon. You could target one Fallen of Albaz and either special summon this and banish the Fallen of Albaz, or banish this and then special summon the Fallen of Albaz. If this wasn't properly fusion summoned, you could still activate this effect, but you wouldn't be able to summon this. You could only special summon that Fallen of Albaz. And then we play one Lubellion. This is one card that I'm thinking about adding another copy of against Kashtira. They usually banish this, and then I can't go into certain plays. We play two Albion, and then we play two Mirror Jade, we play one Caritas, and then two Masquerade. Jumping into the side deck, when I was putting this together, I was thinking to myself, what beats Branded Despia? Cards like Dark Ruler No More, Evenly Match, high impactful cards. Other cards that beat the strategy are D-Barrier. Those cards are a huge detriment to the strategy, so I really went in thinking to counteract those cards. So jumping right into it, we play one Pointer, the Red Lotus, to help us get around Evenly Matched, Dark Ruler No More, or other cards. We play triple copies of Solemn Judgment, again, our going first cards. We want to make sure if they do have Evenly Matched and Dark Ruler and D-Barrier, we at least stop one of those cards. And then we also play 3 copies of Dimensional Barrier. This card is great in the mirror match because we can prevent our opponent just from summoning. Yeah, it may negate our effects, but our opponent won't even get to play. Also great against Sword Soul if you mention Synchro, and Kashtira if you just mention Exceed. Going second cards, we play triple copies of Evenly Matched. This card is phenomenal, considering that strategies these days don't really run any kind of like Omni Negate, so we want to make sure that we could board wipe our opponent. We played 2 copies of Cosmic Cyclone. I originally wasn't going to run this, but having some sort of back row removal is integral in my opinion, so that's why I have 2 copies at least. Last side deck card, we play triple copies of Book of Eclipse. This card is phenomenal, especially against the Kashtira matchup. Yes, it can be Ash, but this card is not once per turn. And on top of that all, it's a quick play, so we could activate it straight from our hand on our turn. And with that, that brings us to the end of today's deck profile, guys. I have been playing Branded Despia for a while, so I'm really excited to see where the deck goes from here. The builds that I see online are always different, so it gives a lot of personality to each and every single deck. But I wanted to get your guys' thoughts and opinions on my build. How do you guys feel about it? Would you guys play it? Do you guys play a different build? Make sure that you guys leave that in the comment section below. And let me know where do you think Branded Despia falls in the tier list. I keep hearing that it's one of the best, if not the best, but I personally don't think so. But that aside, guys, I wanted to ask one more thing of you. I want to get any kind of feedback to make your viewing experience any little better. If I can improve my audio, my quality, let me know in the comment section, guys. I'm trying to make these videos for you guys and so you guys could enjoy them. That's going to be it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for supporting. My name is Winster, and you guys have an amazing day.